Hey, I'm trying something a little different. I got some new tech and stuff, as you guys probably know on the channel, so I wanted to mess around with some of that. Um, and so what I'm trying for this video game update is I'm trying to test out also recording with the camera so I have the nice, look of the camera. And I'm actually recording the audio. I don't know if there's a way to get them both to go through or not. I don't want to mess with that right now, but I'm trying to record the video with the camera and the audio with my microphone on the computer, and hoping that goes over well. Um, and also, I wanted to get this shot over here, so it's kind of awkward to set this shot up. It's a little cramped right now, and I wasn't going to use this light, but because it's really freaking bright in my eyes. But it lights the shot well. I maybe could have messed with the exposure and made the shot a little better without it, but this makes it easier to see some of the stuff, I guess. And yeah, the lighting is not great in here because I basically have, one light source. So I just wanted to do this. It's a little late too. I'm recording this. Hopefully I get this up tonight or something, but I'm recording it on the 5th of September, right? It is. I'm right. And so it's going to be for August. Nothing has really changed for the listing here, but and I actually, despite trying to beat some stuff for August, I don't have any games done that were actually I beat. Like I put some good hours into some games, but I don't think I actually finished any since the last one. I uploaded some stuff since then, but I didn't actually finish any. And the last one was just like, I think, July, but my birthday was in August, so I got some games and stuff here. We're gonna go through this. Okay, so most of these are Steam games that I got for my birthday. My brother got me a ton of them. There's G-Ball. I tried streaming these, and most of these were a disaster. And that stream, it wasn't cooperating with me for some reason. It was messing up a lot. G-Ball, didn't really get to play much of it because it barely ran. And I think it was like a weird physics-based kind of like futuristic ball game, but again, I didn't play much of it. Ice Cream Surfer is a shooter. Played a little bit of that, and by the time I was playing that, it also was being glitchy. So I don't know why that game was running fine. I don't think it would have been hard. I think there was just something messed up with the tech or something. It wasn't going real well. Oh, by the way, I guess I'll just mention now, I'm not doing the whisper thing because I'm not entirely certain if my mic would pick it up well. So instead, I'm just talking like this half-spoken thing. So hopefully that's fine. Salty Fish Go with an exclamation point. I played a good chunk of that, and it's pretty much just an infinite runner where you can jump and you can slash things. And you unlock different outfits for your fish. There's Bunny and Piggy, which is like a simple little platformer where you have to collect all of these like things before you open the door. It's all like, I was gonna say it's all single screen stuff, but I think some of it does scroll on. Now I'm thinking about it. I think it does scroll a bit. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty simple stuff. It was okay. I don't know if I would play it outside of a stream, but it was okay. Kitten Rampage. You just run around and shoot things as a cat. And you can get points, and there's a weird survival meters and stuff, and it's not very good. It didn't run super well either, but it's just weird. Streamer Simulator. I played a little bit of that. I don't really know how you win it. It seems like I just kept running out of money and losing. And you don't really do a whole lot in it. It's bad. Bunny the horror game Didn't try that one. Puke Simulator, only played it for about a few minutes. You are like puking on things, but it doesn't really run very well. It doesn't really control very well. I couldn't use my controller for most of it. I don't know why it partially worked and mostly didn't. It was weird. I Want Cookies. It's just a clicker game. You just click on cookies. That's pretty much all you do, and I believe this one was an asset flip. That they barely changed anything on it. Mighty Action RPG. Didn't try it yet. I assume it's just an RPG, but I didn't really look at it. Here's an interesting one that I forgot about until looking at it right now. Fallout 3. I won Fallout 3 on Steam Gifts. I've never played any of the Fallout games, so I was like, that could be interesting. And hopefully I can run Fallout 3. I want to say I should be able to, but I don't know, so we'll see. I got, oh yeah, then I had a bunch of stuff for my birthday. I got these eShop cards. Also, I might make a video. I got this like Mario Kart track thing. It's like a Hot Wheels Mario Kart track thing, and I got a bunch of Mario Kart like cars for it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna hold that up. It's not really game collection stuff. It's somewhat related, but I might do another video on that if I think that's interesting enough to do just a video on something about that. We'll see what happens with it, what it does. But I had a bunch of these eShop cards. Like, I'm gonna get some stuff with those. So I went kind of nuts. I got Shantae Rescues Revenge on 3DS. And I got also got Rescues Revenge DX. Or sorry, not DX. Rescues Revenge Director's Cut is the name. I think I put DX so it would fit on my paper. For Wii U. I also got Shantae and the Pirate's Curse for Wii U. So I had all those Shantae games on everything. And I got Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Wii U, the virtual console of that. Because I already had the first one on there, and I think that's going to be really fun too, so I got that. And I haven't reviewed the second one before either, so I also have that waiting for me. And I got the I got Blaster Master Zero mostly so I could get the DLC, which was you get the DLC character of Shantae. So I bought it so I could play a Shantae in that. I got that on 3DS, which I think it was on. I'm not even sure if it was on Wii U or not. I think it was also on Steam, but I was like, I'll probably play it on 3DS versus that, so that's why I got it there. Then I won Pixel Junk Nom Nom Galaxy. I don't know what that game really is, but I had Pixel Junk Shooter, I think it was, or not Shooter, what is it? Pixel Junk Monsters, I think. It was one that was like a tower defense one that was kind of fun, because I'm sort of into the tower defense thing a little bit. I'm pretty particular with them, but when I get one that I like, I usually really like it. So I was like, I'll see what else they have. I also won, I think I joined this, it was like one of those featured ones on Steam Gifts where it was like there's 50 or more copies or something. It's like, it goes on the featured thing on the top. So I usually enter all those just because it's like, oh, I have better chances, even though I probably don't because everyone enters those. But, I won Porno Studio Tycoon, and I have not checked it out yet. I don't know. It's probably going to be crap, but, you know, I'm glad I got a game called that. So, of course. Then we've got probably what you've already been seeing here. I got a Nintendo Switch. And I wanted to talk about this a lot, I guess, just because it's like, I guess I've notoriously been, you know, at least for people who talk to me about it, there's been a lot of, I think a lot of people just think I don't like the Switch, I guess, is the thing, and will think I'm almost like a hypocrite for getting one then when I talk so much smack, and I want to clear up that I don't think I really talked smack so much. I'm sure it was taken that way, and that's fine. I obviously was. I'll admit, I definitely was overly harsh, and I probably still am. Um, because I'm being screwed over with the whole Wii U thing. But I will say that, you know, uh, the one major gripe I had is for a while now, and not been a major gripe anymore. Because like they fixed it, which was when it first launched, there wasn't a whole lot on it. There wasn't a whole lot of reason to get it. We could get most of those games elsewhere. Um, and now having so many games already like on here, all in one place, plus these games you can only get here, I think it's worth it by now. Um, and I'm still not happy with that you have to pay for online. That's annoying. That sucks. And I don't like the whole port job that keeps happening, where it's like, and remakes and stuff, where it's like, we could put this on Virtual Console, or it's just released on 3DS or Wii U not that long ago, but if we re-release it here, we can sell it for full price again, um, rather than putting something on the eShop for a lower price, or giving you pretty much the same game at a discounted price for owning it already on the previous systems. A lot of that going on, but uh, uh, as far as like, I don't know, as far as why did I get it, um, it was because I know the Switch Lite is coming, and I kind of thought, oh cool, the Switch Lite's gonna come out. That means, and like they're also putting out this new model of the Switch, which is supposed to have a better processor and some other stuff. But I think the most notable feature that anybody's like noticed as far as performance and all this other stuff, the main thing is that it's better battery life. That was the big draw, which is like, that sounds great. That's cool. Um, and my thought was, that's gonna come out, and then Switch Lite's gonna come out, and we're gonna see a drop in price of the original Switch. But they're kind of phasing that out instead. So essentially, they're gonna phase out the original Switch. I think I did a What's to Do with Sam episode on this too. Like, they're gonna phase out the original Switch, and then they're going to like, just have this be the Switch you get when you get a regular Switch, and it's like, uh, that way a normal Switch is still going to be $300. If you want it cheaper, you have to get the Lite, and I don't want the Lite because I want it to actually be able to play it on the TV also. And I'm worried about the whole Joy-Con, like, if those sticks mess up and stuff, I can't just replace my Joy-Cons. I have to send it in to get repaired or something, So, like, or worst case scenario, get an entirely new system, which, that sucks through that. So I don't want to bother with that. And oh, my eye, man. Something's in there. Something is bothering my eye. But I got just ordered the new model. Because it's like, well, if I'm going to get one, I might as well get the better one, since they're both going to be $300 anyways. I just ordered it online, and the one I could get was this, which, as you see, comes with they're gray Joy-Cons. They're very boring, but whatever. As long as it has the features, I didn't really care. And it was funny because I ordered it, and it was supposed to come on like a Thursday. And I had a Tuesday off, and most of the other stuff that I was getting with it was coming with it, that I was gonna get with it. Was coming on. Was coming on that Tuesday, which was cool because I had the day off. I was like, yeah, well, I'll have all the stuff that I can't use until Thursday. Great. And then Super Mario Odyssey came on Monday, and like, oh yay, an extra day of not being able to play this. But then this actually came on Tuesday, and I was like, oh sweet, that's awesome, great. And so I got all set up. It was pretty easy to set up and linked it with everything. And then I felt really stupid that I had already used up all my eShop points, or the eShop funds on other stuff. because I didn't plan on getting this, but that news and everything, I was like, I think another part that factored into me getting this also was just that I also didn't want to, even though it probably wasn't going to happen, was, I heard, jokes about, like, maybe you'll get a Switch for Christmas, or, like, or something, and they're making, family making jokes about that. I doubt they would do that anyway, necessarily, but it was like, I didn't want to risk, like, getting a Switch Lite because it was cheaper, so I just got the Switch myself, and now I don't have to worry about that. And I wanted to be kind of prepared. I got the SD card for it, so it has more space. Because I knew that was going to be an issue right away. It always is with these things. And then I got the Pro controller, which also, they had fancier ones, but most of those were either used or they're just really expensive because they're a fancier variant. So I also have a very basic Pro controller as well. And I've got the cover on that, the Switch sleeve. It's a Skyward Sword one because I wanted it to protect the screen while it's in there. I also looked up something about, I was like, okay, well, do I... Like, it's really weird, some of the power stuff on this, where it's like shutting it down. You have to hold down the power button and then select shut off. If you just hit the power button or go through the menu, it only goes into sleep mode, and it's like, I think I want it shut off, don't I? Which mine is right now. But I was like, is it better to do that or not? Or it's like, which is better? And when looking online, it's essentially, people were just kind of like, yeah, either one. More or less. Some people, swore by shutting it down, some swore by leaving it in sleep mode. And what it came down to was that if you shut it down, shutting it down and turning it back on is usually better for conserving battery, just because obviously it uses less battery when it's off than in sleep mode, even though it doesn't use a ton in sleep mode anyway. So if you're just gonna not play it for a while, if you're traveling or something, shutting it down isn't too bad. Or if you're having any problems or you need to restart it or shut it down or whatever, you have the option. But if you want it to be like getting all those updates and stuff, like you want to leave it on sleep mode anyway, so you don't have to wait for it to load things when you do turn it back on. And also, sleep mode is like, they basically said, like, every time you shut it down and turn it back on, the way, like, it puts power to the circuits or whatever, it's worse for the circuits. So essentially, powering it on and off is better for the battery, but leaving it in sleep mode is better for the circuits. And I was like, well, it's gonna wear out either way. I've just been shutting it down when I think of it. And I've been trying to take it out of the dock, so I don't know if it tries to keep charging it while it's on there like that anyway. So I was like, well, I don't want it to do that, so I'll just take it off the dock. Even though it's probably fine, batteries are built differently than they used to be, but I'm just still gun shy from issues with my old phones and issues with, like, the 3DS had that happen. My old 3DS had happened too. And, at a certain point for so many years it's probably going to happen anyway, but if I can, prolong that, that's good. But I'm trying to be reserved about this, because I haven't got a ton of games on the Switch or anything yet either, because, again, that was one of the big problems with getting the Switch, is like, it's going to cost a lot of money getting the Switch, and the controllers and the games and all that shit. But I knew I wanted a Pro controller because they would feel better to use. Joy-Cons are kind of small. I don't really care to use them. I haven't done much in handheld mode, or using the Joy-Cons in the little controller handle thingy. I don't really like that very much. That's at least better, but the Joy-Cons themselves are just so small. And I don't really like the way the sticks feel that much. I'm not a big fan. And I have small hands. And even I'm like, these Joy-Cons are they're too small. But, I haven't really played it in this desktop mode like this. I haven't taken the controls off and played it like that yet. At least on mine, I haven't. And I've only played in handheld a little bit, and mostly on my TV. I guess the option's cool. I just haven't utilized it much yet, because I really like using my Pro controller. anyways, so like the only games I have right now on it are, I got Tetris 99 because everyone talks about that. That was a free one. I haven't played any of that yet. I tested out a little bit of the NES online because I got the Switch Online service. I played a little bit of some of those, but I'll probably play more later, possibly. A lot of those I have on the NES Classic Edition anyways, so some of those it doesn't really matter for, but for some it's kind of neat. I mostly got the NES Online so I could play Mario Maker 2, which I got digitally, because I didn't want to order it and wait for it, and also because I figured with that's one I would want to have whenever. Like, oh man, I want to build a level, or I want to play some levels or something, like work on that stuff. Having it anywhere is awesome then, because then I can just, you need online to put the levels online anyway, and that kind of thing. So I need online for that. But it's like, I just kind of figured, like, yeah, then I won't have to, go in and get my little game card and put my game card in to play it. I can just play, just play it whenever, because it's just on there all the time. So that was my thought. I'm getting that digitally. Those are the ones I got physically. I got, get a little closer shot here, Splatoon 2. I didn't ever play the first one. And this one I got physically mostly because I was like, well, if I don't like it, I can sell it. And I got it because I know a few people that play it, and they would play online with me, and it's like, alright, I'll get Switch Online, look at this, so I can play something with them online, so there's a reason to, so there's a reason to add them on Switch, rather than just being like, hey, I also have a Switch and will never play anything. And I beat the entirety of the single-player campaign. I'm not getting the DLC, there's no way, but I did beat the single-player campaign in here, and I don't know, it was alright. You'll see in the review when I do that. I want to play more online, some other stuff before I review it, but it took a while to beat that. This game has, even though it's not really my cup of tea in a lot of ways, this is, like, it has so much, like, polish. It has some fun, unique gameplay elements to it, and it keeps you going. Also, a lot of the online stuff, too, they did a good job with, like, usually when you're fighting, or, like, even, like, I guess it happens with the single player, too. There's, like, your ink, and then the color of the other, the bad ink of the opposing team, or the enemies in single player, or whatever. Like, they did a good job of making those distinguishable. I have, whatever my form of color blindness is, I don't really know, but I never had a problem distinguishing the colors that they gave out. I think every once in a while a color was harder to tell what I was covering because of the landscape, but it was never like I couldn't tell my ink from the enemy's ink, so that was really good. They did a good job with that, and it's just a very colorful game in general, which I liked. It's not to say I won't sell it, but I don't see myself selling it anytime soon. And then the other game, boy, I'm a fat idiot, is Super Mario Odyssey, which is wow, that glare is awesome, isn't it? The reason to get a Switch for me was like this game, because it was like, Breath of the Wild, I have it on Wii U. I probably won't get it on Switch because I already have it on Wii U, but like, this is like, this you have to get a Switch for it. And it's like a style, like people are saying, it's a lot like Super Mario 64 and all that, with like collection stuff. And I've been playing a little bit on a few worlds in this. Loving it. Great game. It's really fun so far. I'm really hoping it stays this awesome throughout. And I'm pretty sure it will, just because I like that kind of thing. And in a similar vein, I will probably be getting Yooka-Laylee for the Switch, probably next. I don't want to have a huge backlog, so I'm planning on probably beating Mario Odyssey, unless something goes on sale or something. I'm just going to probably beat Mario Odyssey and then get Yooka-Laylee, probably. And then, And then, like, once I beat Ukulele, and the reason I'm getting that, even though I have it on PC, is because it doesn't run super well on my computer, so playing it in a decent resolution would be nice. If I have the option now. And then after I beat Ukulele, I would probably get Spyro, that Reignited trilogy that recently came out. I'll probably get that. Do that after that, and then we'll see. But those are my immediate plans. There's a lot of stuff on there that's cool. They recently announced, in the really recent Nintendo Direct, they announced, oh yeah, I just heard about some of the things, but I didn't actually watch the Direct. But, like, I was just really surprised that Doom 64 was coming out for it. That's going to be on the Switch. That's crazy. That's never really been released since, it came out in the 64, so that's, like, really cool. And really out of left field, so I'm really interested to see how that goes over on the eShop, even though, I'm not going to get it, because I have the game on Nintendo 64. I don't really need it there, but that's cool. So, yeah. If you want to send me game recommendations or something, or you want to play online or something, maybe, I don't know, or stuff, no, I'd ask what you want to see reviewed, but clearly, for our Switch games, you're limited to the few that I have at the time, and I assume I'm going to review all the stuff eventually, so I think that's everything. So I'm hoping all this audio is good and usable, and that I was able to sync this properly. You can probably hear the fan going on my computer also in the background, so I'm sure that's lovely, but I wanted to make sure my positioning was fine, so I have the setting on the mic doing the all-around setting. Alright, I think that's good. And, I don't know, man, pretty excited. It was pretty cool. Have a great day.